All right, welcome to the Game 4 news conference of the NCAA Knoxville Regional. We are joined by Cincinnati head coach Jordan Bischel, third baseman Carrington Cross, and pitcher Brandon Shire. Coach will make an opening statement, and then we will go into questions. Raise your hand, and we will get a mic to you. Coach?
Yeah, just tip of the cap to Coach Vitello, Tennessee. Swung the bats well, took advantage of they had a good hitting approach, didn't give away at-bats. We had a few free passes that bit us, but some of that's credit to them, too. Didn't chase a whole lot, and obviously three talented arms they ran out there. We knew they'd be good. We knew we'd have to play really, really well. We competed, but just didn't play our best baseball, and again, tip the cap to Tennessee.
Questions. We'll start in the third row and then go back to fourth row.
Coach, it seemed like there were multiple spots in the game where it kind of went south for you. Was there a biggest turning point that you might have recognized?
No, I don't think so. Obviously, big innings win and lose a lot of these games. Yesterday, a 1-1 for us, and the 4 and the 6, took a really tight game and gave some breathing room. So, but even then, Brandon came out, could have blown it open, kept it where it was at, kept us in the game. But no, not really one spot. I think, they had chances to turn the lineup over because a lot of guys got on base, and we have to face, those guys 5 to 6 times. They're often going to do some damage.
In the back.
Coach, Quentin's had a pretty good tournament, thus far. What do you have to say about his approach and the way he's played?
Yeah, I mean, Quentin and Derek, both true freshmen, going out there competing. Derek had a rough day today, but obviously swung it well yesterday. Those guys are kind of growing up before our eyes. They didn't play a whole lot first half of the year, so it's a little bit more to catch up, but this is an environment they've not been in a whole lot, and I think you saw as the day went on, adapted to it, and proud of those guys.
Ben?
Coach, just what you see from Marcus Phillips, I guess, on tape coming in, and then what you see, I guess, think about it in person.
Yeah, big dude that throws hard and was throwing a lot of strikes and has a good slider. I mean, he can ask Carrington probably more than me, but we knew he'd be tough. There's a reason he's projecting the top 50 picks in the draft, and I give him a lot of credit. He's worked really, really hard over the last probably 3-4 weeks at stopping the running game. We were still able to do some things, but he made it a lot harder. Takes a lot of work. Give him a lot of credit. They've worked hard with him, and he did a nice job.
Second row.
Coach, what's the status of Landon?
He's hurt. Day to day, like he's been for 2 weeks. Hopefully he can get back out there tomorrow, but when you're dealing with a middle of the body injury that in a sport that requires a lot of rotation, it's tough. What I know is if he feels like there's any chance he can really help this team, he's going to be out there, but he's not going to put himself out there if he can't help us. And today just wasn't able to go. We'll see how he feels tomorrow.
Scott, here on the second row. Get a mic to you.
Do you know who you're going to go with tomorrow? Or
yeah, it should be Carson Marsh, I would anticipate. So all hands on deck once you get to elimination day, but I'll sit down and talk with the coaches about guest Carson Marsh.
What about the quick turnaround? Have you done this?
Yeah, well, I grew up playing and coaching Division III ball. You're lucky if you get 14 hours between games. Usually you get 25 minutes, so this is a long rest. But no, I mean, in the league you get things like travel curfews and you got to turn around quick some days. So this is, if we're not excited to play baseball in the NCAA tournament, then we got a lot bigger problem than how many hours we slept.
Ryan up front.
Talked about Marcus doing a better job handling the running game. What specifically was different about him doing that compared to some of what you saw on tape?
Well, he's just gotten a lot quicker to the plate. When it takes less time to deliver the baseball, we have less time to steal the base. And we still did some good things. Obviously took a bunch of bases, but they combated it well, too. And he sequences pickoffs well and, put a lot of time into it. Credit to him.
Third row.
That was Adam's first time throwing the day after going multiple innings this season. What kind of went into him being the first guy to the pen?
Yeah, we thought he was the best guy to shut them down, and I'm not being facetious, but it was a low workload yesterday, right? I mean, I know he was in multiple innings, but I don't know what it was, 12, 15 pitches. He throws underhand, so he can go a lot. Just didn't meet the moment. I don't think it got too fast for him, just couldn't find the strike zone. Things happen, but Brandon came in behind him and did a tremendous job.
I think Carrington tomorrow, obviously, it's a big game, elimination. Does the mindset change? How do you as a leader kind of rally these guys and get them all locked in?
Yeah, the mindset doesn't really change. It's just kind of like another game. If you treat it as an elimination game, then you're kind of going to get nervous, mentally not there. So I think the goal is just to tell them, hey, it's another day, keep the energy high. who wants to be out there the most. And if we just play our style and want to be there, I think you're going to see the results at the end. But if we treat it like an elimination game, we're cooked from the start.
Carrington's played about 110 games in front of me that he plays everyone like it's an elimination game, so nothing's going to change there, and guys will feed off of that.
Back row.
Brandon, you were out there for 3 2/3 tonight. Talk about attacking these Tennessee headers. What goes into it?
Yeah, it's a really good lineup. We all knew that coming in, but kind of talked in our pitchers meeting this morning. That's kind of a good matchup for me specifically, just because of how I throw in some of my stuff. But no, credit to them. They made it really tough on me. Even some of the guys that I just felt like every guy was 2-2 or 3-2 every at bat. So they're a really good lineup. Knew that coming in, but just trying to attack the zone, just try to keep us in it there. So.
Scott.
Carrington, how was Phillips facing Phillips?
I thought I was seeing the ball pretty well. I mean, he's got good stuff. Fastball is cutting pretty good. He's a legit guy, but I thought I don't think our full lineup top to bottom's approach was all necessarily there. I think we could have had some bigger ABs. We definitely took our walks. We struck out a little bit too much, but overall he's a good pitcher. I mean, we knew going in that it was going to be tough and we are going to have to grind, and he beat us today. I mean, it's plain and simple as that.
Any other questions? Finish here in the
Coach, anytime you pinch hit someone and then it's a lefty versus lefty, people are going to be curious. Are you someone that doesn't really look at that, or what was that?
Yeah,
about?
I mean, we certainly look at that, but Corey's had actually hit lefties really, really well this year. Probably wasn't hidden the fact that he was attempting to bunt for a base hit at one point there. If you followed our team, you know he's probably the best guy on our team at that, and unfortunately didn't get a very good pitch to bunt and then chase the bad ball. But he's hit about 400 against lefties in limited time this year, so certainly was aware of it. You know, when you bring in an arm like Arvidsson out of the pen, no matter who's in the box is going to have their hands full, and we just thought he was the best guy to do the job there.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
Did I pronounce Arvidsson right? Yes. God, how about that, huh? My mom was an English major, so everyone